Let's review 10 of the most awesome day trip options near Rome. We start off strong with the Subiaco, which has been named uno dei borghi più belli d'Italia, which means one of the most beautiful villages in Italy. It is a beautiful town in a great natural setting among the Monti Simbruini, and it has so much culture and history. You will find the Monastero di Santa Scolastica, the Monastero di San Benedetto, the Rocca Abbaziale. It's just a great place to visit. And as a fun fact, the first books in Italy that were printed here. And you will find this beautiful town just an hour or so east of Rome. Next, we have Sperlonga, which combines both pristine beaches and an historic old town. So there is a beautiful ancient Roman villa that you can visit. There is the Grotta di Tiberio. There is the Torre Truglia, as well as obviously beautiful sea views. And you can find it roughly 2 hours southeast of Rome. For another coastal town that has a lot of history, we have Anzio. Anzio is famous for its beautiful beaches. It has great seafood if you like fresh seafood by the harbor, as well as lots of history. So I would definitely recommend checking out the Emperor Nero's villa as well as the War Cemetery. In terms of location, it's easy to get there. It's only an hour south of Rome. Now, for something truly unique, we have Bomarzo, which is a medieval town with something very unique. It's the Parco dei Mostri, literally Park of the Monsters. I would suggest that you go there, see, of course, this Parco dei Mostri, but also the historic Orsini Castle. And I think you will find it to be a rather unique experience. You will find it about an hour and 10 minutes or so north of Rome. And while you're headed in that direction, you might as well stop in Viterbo as well. Unlike the other places on this list so far, Viterbo is an actual city. It's actually a province, so it's much larger. It is well known for its medieval architecture as well as its thermal springs. So if you go there, definitely check out the Palazzo dei Papi, San Pellegrino district, as well as enjoying the waters of the Terme dei Papi. And Viterbo is located about an hour and 15 minutes north of Rome. Next, we have Frascati, which is fantastic if you like wine. It's renowned for its fine wines, as well as charming villas. So, if you want to stroll through its quaint streets and, visit villas, drink nice wine, this is the place for you. And it's located much closer to Rome. It's only about half an hour southeast of Rome. In this top 10 list of places to explore near Rome, we cannot ignore Castel Gandolfo, which is famous for being the summer residence for the Pope. And it's a combination of a beautiful castle as well as a beautiful lake known as Lake Albano. It isn't far from Frascati, so it's also about a half an hour southeast of Rome. Now for the podium, we have in the third place Civita di Bagnoregio, which is essentially a hilltop town known as the Dying City. It's accessible through this beautiful pedestrian bridge, and it offers incredible views, ancient architecture. It's truly unique. I highly recommend making the trip, even though it's a bit far. It's about an hour and 45 minutes north. It's almost Umbria. Not quite. It's still Lazio, but it's almost Umbria. It's very close to Orvieto. But I do recommend you make the trip because it's a fantastic place. Very, very unique. In the second place, we have Ostia Antica. I'm partial to this because I spent the first 9 years in Ostia, the modern city, not the ancient part. And Ostia Antica is an ancient Roman port city which has really well preserved ruins. So, if you love archaeological sites, mosaics, temples, that kind of stuff, you will absolutely love it, especially because you might not have enough time to get to Pompeii, let's say. So you have something that is somewhat similar, much closer to Rome. It is only half an hour southwest of Rome, and even if you don't drive, it's fairly easy to get there through public transportation. And in the first place, we have Tivoli, which is famous for its stunning villas and gardens, in particular Villa d'Este as well as the Villa Adriana. There are incredible fountains with unbelievable gardens and ancient ruins. You just have to see it. Tivoli is not located far from Rome. It's only about 45 minutes east of Rome. So there you have it. These are my 10 recommendations for day trips not far from Rome. And I could have easily added another 100 places because that's how amazing the Lazio region is, and all of Italy really. But this should keep you busy for a while.